Hello everybody to a very first voiceover, holy shit. Anyway, I don't really have a script for this. Mercury! Mercury! Make a script. Make me a script. I don't care, do it! Anyway, the animation that I'm going to be showing is one that I made for my very best friend, Airwave Creature, for their birthday. Because, well, I made them more than one gift, and I decided to make them another because I felt like it. Anyway, I guess I'm ready. Alright, let's get into this. Basically, I'll be explaining my process of how I animate, and I slowed down the video as close to real time as possible. First, I usually make sketches and drafts on my drawing app, but for this animation I was very picky with what I wanted, so I ended up making some sketches in Flip-A-Clip instead. Time-lapse I'm using is the Ring Ding Ding meme, featuring a character I gifted to Airwave for his birthday! Yippee! Sketching poses was pretty difficult since we both had so many thoughts and not enough for what we wanted to animate. There were a lot of sketches I never used due to having so many ideas for this animation. Like, a lot. I didn't use any of them. I should actually speed up the video. Mercury! Mercury! Hey, can you speed up the video? Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you! Thank you so much! Oh yeah, as the video progresses, there will be a lot of flashing, so be warned. Right now it's mostly me trying to sketch out ideas and poses. I actually had a lot of layers sit down for tweening, but I decided to animate like this style instead, so those layers didn't get used at all. I put down drafts first, and then I add the music, and then I animate parts of the music. I'm not sure if anyone else does that except me. Not gonna lie, animating hands is pretty fun once you get to know how to draw them. I use a blocking method for hands, it helps me understand where the fingers are gonna go. Also, the coloring parts of the animation is where the flashing is gonna start. I rediscovered the song, which is why I was inspired to use it for the animation. It was really nostalgic, in a good way. We don't usually do well with nostalgia. I'm letting Mercury slow down the video so you guys can see me making the line art and animating it. It's pretty neat seeing your animation from a third point of view. This is like completely off script, but I'm so sorry if my audio sucks, because like I suck at making audio and I suck at talking. So sorry about that. Anyway, back to the... It's also pretty neat to see how I get a decent body shape from such sketchy and subtle line art. My friend Airwave actually inspired me to start animating frame by frame like this, since their animations are so cool and I enjoyed how he animated, like, a lot. They were a huge inspiration to me. I animate in batches and groups mostly, one scene at a time since our brain can organize and it doesn't feel like a huge load to take on. Not gonna lie, animating markings is pretty fun for me. I don't animate often, but it's strangely refreshing to animate markings in a style like this. Speeding up the animation a bit more. Animating mirrored stuff is actually pretty difficult if you plan to have a tail wagging behind the body. I'm animating on only one layer, besides the reference in the draft. Speeding it up a little bit faster. Speed it up faster! I got so caught up in barking that I accidentally skipped some of my favorite parts of the animation. No! Anyway, I like coloring stuff, so that's probably why I like animating this way instead of puppeting each layer. Animating bouncing can either be a blast or hell depending on what you're animating and what character you're using. I'm probably like boring you guys to death. Hold on. I gotta like characters. It's very hard to animate bouncing. After all that noise, seen here I'm tracing over the front facing animation and making a back animation because I wanted the same movement, but I didn't want to do a whole another animation just to show the back parts of the little character. I'm speeding this up a bit more, and I don't know if having a script is better or not, so I'm just gonna wing it for the rest of this. I really liked animating the tail because it was so fucking swooshy. It was so swooshy, and I liked animating the swooshy, but the cord was also very difficult, and I also struggled so hard on animating the bat wings, as you can see here. I decided to give them wings, and I don't know why I decided to give them wings, but I thought it would be good to do that. Oh yeah, I fucking hate this part! Dude, I like tried so hard to animate this part. I was having so much fun, but as you can see in like a few seconds after animating this part, I accidentally deleted the loop that I needed for that part and ruined the entire animation, so then I had to go back and fix it. And then I proceeded to make the same fucking mistake again, and it was horrible, and I was in so much pain, and I was on the ground, and I was crying like a little baby. Also, the overlay here, I mean, it would have been fun, but it started getting really out of, sync, and I had to not do that. Also, my logo, ooh, my logo, ooh, logo jump scare, logo jump scare. We are slowing down the animation a little bit so we can have a bit more time to look at it. We're getting near the end of the animation time lapse, and I just wanted to show off the background. I worked really hard on the movement of this background, and I think it was really neat. I did really well in the background. That is like one of the most proudest things I am of doing it. I also enjoy abusing Flipperclip's glowing layer, or like glowing effect for your animation. I like abusing it because it looks so neat. It looks so awesome. I like being awesome. I also like abusing Flipperclip's blending layers, and I like bullying my friends, as you can see here. I'm bullying Artem, and I'm calling him old because he's old now. And he's super old, and I started creating thumbnails on Flipperclip after I learned that you can send specific frames in the view frames and send them to apps and messages. And I used that to make high quality thumbnails, because before I was taking screenshots of a frame and it looked like ass. So I'm glad that I know how to do it correctly, and now I have good quality thumbnails. And that is sadly the end of the time-lapse video that I have created. I'm also sorry if the audio keeps flipping from really loud to really quiet from time to time. I was trying to make it so the music didn't overwhelm my voice, and that my voice didn't overwhelm the music, you know? I sure hope I didn't really disappoint anyone, but doing this was actually pretty fun! I didn't know which was better, using a script or not using a script. I use a lot, and editing this will be an absolute pain. So, future me, was this worth it?